Hello. So today, apparently, we are going to be talking about women or men that over the last 4 years, so like 2016, 2017, was a weird year for you. Weird year. You probably started having big wake-up calls, seeing things differently, changing your life in ways, almost like you're awakening. Started digging into things, cutting people out of your life, all that. That was round one of awakening for light workers. You know, in the Bible, the 144,000 meant to help, be the warriors for the world. Yeah. If you have a hard time wrapping your head around it, welcome. Because this last year, I have literally been in a meditative state almost, learning and downloading the Akashic records and the actual true history and all of the pieces that were hidden from us. That has been my year. So if you're having issues with grandioseness and what you're supposed to do and you feel a call and a purpose and all of that shit, welcome. Kind of blows your marbles, huh? So they want me to talk about the pieces of my journey that'll resonate with you and help you realize who and what you are and what you were meant to do and how I can help you do it. So, we should probably start with, like me, I had to claim myself in a karmic relationship with a man I loved for 17 years, but I didn't realize that he was holding me back. And as soon as I was trying to grow into my purpose at that time, he lost his shit. He had a mental breakdown. So if you're in marriages right now, because this is round 2 this year, right now, that is why there is now a 7-day, for the next 7 days, is like a lifting of hard life shit, karmic shit, all of that we have had put on us and our ancestors for lifetimes. Because if I can explain this in the simplest way possible, because my brain, it comes in a dictionary and then I get to put it in a quote size version for you. So we have had lifetimes and our ancestors have had lifetimes of being held down, held back, all of that for certain family lineage, certain family lines, for them to literally be the ones holding us down, to be worker bees so that they can collect all of the money and abundance and all of that kind of shit in an evil way. Well, these next 7 days are a shift to that. Meaning, light workers, anybody who has had that tough life, you were meant to have a tough life to keep getting up, to keep fighting, and know that you can do it every single time. These last 4 years and this last year was probably really hard and held you down too. They were trying to do a karmic shift for us to give up, not fight for our purpose, not fight for any of that crap, not care about the other shady fucks that aren't, listening or doing their work or any of that, and holding us back. But the shift that's happening over the next 7 days for twin flames, for divine feminines, all of that, it is moving the karma that our ancestors and us and everything have had for lifetimes onto the correct people. Meaning our good karma for not being freaking evil and having good intentions and getting taken advantage of over and over and over again with people with bad intentions that are shady fucks. They are going to have some karmic bitch slaps that they don't even understand what's happening. Meaning if they're a millionaire, they might lose millions in the stock market in a day. They might, because literally all of their family legacy is going to be getting taken away from them and funneled out of their family lineage and given to the correct people that were not shady fucks. And that is coming from my brain is a walkie-talkie. As above, so below. What's happening in the sky right now is literally the map of what's happening internally for us. So what is happening is the world is going through an ascension. The world. And if you don't know what ascension is or ascension symptoms, it is the Kundalini awakening, clearing out your chakras. In the Bible, it's called the 7 stars, like the 7, 8, the Holy Ghost, all the things. They've just named it many, many different things. But ascension symptoms, they have the exact same symptoms as COVID. They have the exact same symptoms, and they can kill you if you are not paying attention, if you are not doing your work. Your world and your heart and all of it gets heavier and heavier and heavier, because the same tactics you use to numb and like hold your emotions and everything down don't work now. It'll just keep coming up. So if you have not learned how to process emotions, if you have not left a relationship that's bad for you, if you have not left a job that's bad for you, if you have not let friends leave that are bad for you, your world is going to keep being really, really hard. Because literally the alignment in the sky and everything and all of your dreams and all of that, they are telling you to move. They are telling you it's not working. They are telling you you have a bigger calling and purpose, and you need to find it and you need to do it, and you don't know how. Well, that's where I come in. Because I'm like mama to the light workers I'm supposed to be. That took me a minute to digest, process. Because I am literally the protector. Because I will go. I don't care if it's the government. I don't care if it's the president. I don't care if it is an international. I don't care how big the shady fucks are. I will go and take them down. Make it a public awareness for truth. I will not allow corruption. I will not allow stuff to be hidden anymore. And I will protect every single person fighting for their purpose, period. I don't care. And anyone that knows me knows it is way better to be on my good side than my bad side. Because now I know, because I finally acknowledged what I'm supposed to do, which is way better than hitting brick walls, trying to make something work that won't. That I have an army, an angel army, God army, whatever you want to call it, that literally I am a human tornado. I will go in, I will call out justice, and I watch as God and the angels literally deconstruct their life after I leave. They get option A and option B. Option A is I will help them fix the shady fucks problem. I will help them call out any shadow or dark shit that's in their company. I will help them fix the holes and gaps that they're not holding accountable, but I will not sit silent. I will not be silenced. I will not ignore it. I don't care if it's a class action lawsuit. I don't care if it is me standing and fighting with the president face to face because he doesn't want to talk about truth. And I am not talking about Trump. FYI, I'm talking about Biden, because the ones who literally created the coronavirus to keep us all separated, not lit up, not able to see our faces, to not stand together, to not be able to rally together, all of the shit, which is literally in the Bible, all of the things, they knew it was coming. So they created a virus to try and keep us down, to try and keep us silent, to try and keep us separated. But they forgot about the internet. And I'm not quiet. I don't care if I'm in public or on the internet. I don't care how it has to get out. I will make it my God-given daily task to make them shake in their boots, have nightmares about me, and be so scared that I will never stop coming to get them, ever. Ever. But the best part, I'm divinely guided. I only do anything I am shown to do. I'm only doing this video because I was told to in the shower. I literally have a walkie-talkie going on. So, if you know of shady fucks that are holding people back, that are degrading women, that are holding people that are not doing things right, let me know. Because that is definitely my happy place to go eat shady fucks' ego, and then let God and the angels deconstruct their fucking life after I leave. Because I know that I am backed by all of it. I know that I've done my work and done a year of all of this to have to process it all, to know exactly what I'm meant to do. I am meant to help birth the dreams of anyone who has a higher calling. Help put all of their pieces that they don't know how to do together. Get them financing to do that dream and purpose, while I make sure that they are healed. Because the only reason the world is the way it is right now is because we allowed certain people that were not healed. And when you're a shady fuck in your personal life, it doesn't leave at the door when you walk in to be a president of a company. That means your ethics and values level is at the shady fuck level, which means you allow other shady fucks in your life. Yep. Which means you allow your hierarchy of your company to turn into shady fucks. That means you can't hold people accountable for shady fuck shit because you're a shady fuck. And that makes you feel horrible when you're like a hypocrite and, you know, being a shady fuck by yourself. So that is how the world is the way it is. And I had to realize, like, the devil, what we were taught, the devil is not a person. The devil is an energy, because we're all energy. So if we are taught to stay small, to not rock the boat, to not speak our truth, to not, like, you know, be magical, witchy ass bitches, because let me tell you, I had to figure out, because I was taught the same thing, magic's evil. All of that's evil. You know, all that, the stars, astrology, all of it's evil, right? The church teaches that. So imagine men who made the book and the churches and all of that to separate, segregate, and everything, that also, like, created arranged marriages so that you actually weren't with your divine partner anymore, to separate religion so then you're not marrying the right people, and all of that kind of stuff to keep us small. Did you know what magic is? Magic is taking the most painful times in your life and learning the lessons from it to see that it didn't happen to you, it happened for you to grow. Then you turn that pain into fucking power. That's alchemy. That's magic. Alchemy is magic. Manifestations are magic. If you are doing all of that based on full moons and new moons and astrology and alignment of when planets are certain areas, that means you are manifesting and all of that with God and the angels backing you. So man creating a book that and a church and religions to have us feel like that's evil, to alchemize the worst times in our life, to make it be power. So they kept us small. They kept us separate, and they kept us judging everyone else. Well, this year is meant for twin flames coming back together, because they are the light workers, which is the 144,000. Which is exactly why the presidency right now that just got put into position, do you see that there is a divine feminine and a divine masculine? Because they are trying to mask the same shit. Did you realize that, like, Trump, I hated Trump. But if I look back and know what I know now, Trump, if we look at 2016, 2017, I hated Trump and had like a mourning when he was put into office to realize he was an awakener, a triggerer for all divine feminines and people to wake up. Yep. And I get to go rock the boat for waking up some masculines and women, because a lot of us, you know, we still have a lot of shit to do. We're never perfect. Every day we are learning new, we are growing, we are alchemizing and fighting for our dreams. Yep. And what's crazy is I was in a world where you couldn't talk about witchy, you couldn't talk about magic, you couldn't talk about any of that. I am a fucking witchy magical being, and I didn't choose it. I just know that it's my path and my purpose. So I will honor it, because it's a gift that they gave me. And I don't believe in ever shaming or hiding pieces of me or ourselves. So this year is going to be interesting. This year's going to be so much fun while I take down shady fuckers. This year is going to be amazing while I create beautiful fairy-like compounds for people to visit and way for people to create legacies and abundance and all of that, while I help inventions and birth dreams and everything that I am so excited for, because it's time to change our world. It's time to stand up for what we believe in. It is time to love everybody. It is time to stop judging. It is time to start doing our own fucking work and alchemizing and not thinking our life is horrible and everything happens to you. Everything happens to you because if you want something better and you think thoughts that are saying, here's my goal, here is where you're at, that means you have a lot of lessons in between that you have to learn and alchemize from. So if you want to learn how to be a magical fucking person, heal yourself, alchemize your pain, use your pain and turn it into power, that is literally the documenting of my journey that I did so that I can teach everyone how to do that. So that you don't have to stay in hell. So that you can turn your head from the hell you were in and look forward to the dreams that you want to go to. That's your choice. We were taught wrong. So now let's start teaching our children, our friends, and ourselves how to stand the fuck up and be a badass, witchy ass woman that you are, or hot ass divine masculine that wants to honor women and knows that emotions actually are a beautiful thing and what women actually want to see. We don't want the shutdown, the all of that, not good enough. Everything. We were all meant to do this together. We were meant to be partners in crime. We were meant to honor the divine feminine and our intuition, because just like way back in history books, we were the ones that helped guide kings, pharaohs, and everything else, because we can see what's ahead. So honor and love your witchy side. Honor and love your creativity, your truth, your imperfectly imperfect self. Honor your authenticity of who you actually are and what you actually believe, and who gives a flying fuck what anyone else thinks. Because guess what? That's their journey. That is their shame. That is their guilt. That is everything that they are mirroring onto you. So we don't allow that. We love them. We claim our boundaries, and they can be out of my space until they find out who they are and realize that they are mirroring and projecting all of their shit and running from their own purpose and dreams and everything else. And that's not on me, that is on them. But if they are hurting women, if they are hurting my light workers, then they have mama to watch out for. And I can be a scary bitch. It's way better to be on the good side. But if you apologize and you want to do better and come back, I am always there to forgive and help you grow as well. So, little download from today, little pieces of the crazy next 7 days as your world shifts. Dream big, girls and guys, dream big. Your karma is going to be shifting. And if you're dreaming big and believing life can be a beautiful, wonderful thing, then it starts to change. So don't let your past hold you back this year. Fuck fear is literally the message, my phrase for the year. And if your world starts falling apart and you had millions and it disappears and all that shit, just know your family karmic slate is probably not so clean. And you should probably really start doing your work, because you're taking on your ancestors and everyone else's baggage that you probably want to get off of you fast. I don't know how fast you can do that. That's all your work and your journey. But if you are fighting anything I'm saying right now and all of that, and your world's falling apart, that is exactly why, because your ego is fighting truth. Because I'm not speaking anything that I don't have backed up in books, scientific evidence, documentation in our history, and all the pieces of the puzzle that God and my angel showed me. I have 3 Great Danes and they just heard the mailman. So anyways, stop fighting your cognitive dissonance is what that's called, and fighting a truth that you have never even looked into. if you want to see evidence and all of that, I'm actually they've had me collect it all for a year because I'm literally like the scribe and stuff for like, you know, God and collecting our history and the Akashic records. So I will be releasing all of those and the year of what I've collected so that you can actually follow your own journey through it and look at all the evidence and all of that shit. But I will be rocking the boat this year on a massive scale. I won't stop until the presidency and all of the evil is out of it. I won't stop until the truth comes out and everything that's been hidden by our shady, shady fucking media, until I take them down as well. So when they tell you one person can't do something, bet me. Bet me. I dare you to bet me. Bet against me. And I will prove you wrong. And you can ask anybody in my past. I don't stop until it is fixed, changed, or alchemized, meaning broken down and rebuilt. Because I do not allow shady fucks to hurt people. That's my food source, and I will eat it up. And being protected by like angels and God army, kind of okay with anything they want to throw at me. So I suggest dreaming big, doing your work, learning about alchemy, learning about shit that you were probably taught to not learn, which kept us small and judgy and kept us all separated. But that's not what this year's about, and the world has changed. It will never go back to being the same. So, love you all. If you need me, I'm here. So, let's start this year off with a fucking bang. Talk to you soon.